What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Brett, and today we're going to be unboxing 19 pounds of unsorted Lego bulk bricks and pieces that I picked up from Goodwill. This is their online website through eBay, and I paid a total of $129 Canadian, or roughly $94 USD. That includes all of my shipping fees and taxes. So let's jump into it. I've done a few of these unboxings so far from Goodwill, and we've gotten some really incredible pieces, and so I'm very excited to see what we get in this one today. This is 19 pounds, so it's just under 20 pounds total, and it's going to be very deceiving. The box looks like a decent size, but once you guys see on the inside here, you'll just see, like, it's crazy how many bricks they can fit into a box like this. First off, shout out to the packing job that the employee did. They did a good job there. They always pack it very nicely, even just common bricks and pieces. But the only dangerous thing, I might have opened this upside down. I think I did too. So maybe what we'll do is we'll just flip it up, because I don't want to spill pieces everywhere. Wouldn't be a great way to start the video. And then maybe, can we grab a lid? Where's the lid at? Oh, nice. Okay, it is tied. Perfect. Cool. So you see that? Like, all of a sudden, boom, it just starts expanding. And then it's like, whoa, yeah, we have a ton of pieces on our hands. So let's open this bag up here, and we're going to do the big pour out, which will really show you guys just how much pieces we have here. It's going to get pretty loud here as well. But let's just pour it all out. Usually the easiest way is just to dump it. And then you kind of swoosh out. Here we go. See if we can keep it on the table. Nice. Look at that. Now that's pretty decent. They have to use a literal industrial-sized garbage bag just to fit all the bricks and pieces in. Absolute insanity. So let's kind of move some of the pieces over this way. Bring some down. Fix that up. Okay, very cool. Some of the things I just wanted to mention right off the top before we kind of change angles here and zoom in. Base plates. I love base plates, and we always get so many of them through the bulk lots and collections. So these are perfect here, especially these pink ones. I don't got too many of those, but there's like a lighter pink one here, a couple greens, beiges. So all these are going to get saved for later for like mocks and stuff in the future. But I'm always welcoming more base plates of all sizes too, and colors and everything. But no, there's lots looking really good, really healthy. I can't wait to deep dive in, but we're gonna move the camera a little bit closer first. So I've moved us over to the right side of the pile because there's a few items over here that I wanted to really take a look at and start off today. Most importantly, this bad boy here. This is one of them raptors from either Jurassic World or Jurassic Park, correct? And this is Lego, so that's really nice to see. It's got the Lego. I've gotten a ton of these exact same style Raptors, like the little, I would call these like small build ones. You have like the really big size, even the little mini guys. But these ones I'm always finding in the thrift store, and they're always fake. So it's actually really nice to get a real one. Does it have its head? No, of course not. Maybe we'll find it in this pile though. If not, I think I have a couple heads. True story, just by like buying thrift store bags and stuff. I don't know how the heads always get popped off, but that's just a piece that seems to go missing very commonly when it comes to this stuff. This next piece here is a sticker. I got it upside down actually, but just a really cool looking one. It looks like that's like a Unikitty. So this might be the Lego movie possibly. Always love detailed pieces like that. We got here, I'm thinking it's a ship piece. So, right, you connect them, what do you call it? I always call it the belly of the boat, and it's probably not the right name for it, but the bottom, right, of the boat, the part that actually keeps it to float. I think that's what this is, right here. Kind of looks like it, mainly because we have this, which is like a point, right, a peak, a boat peak point. So if we were to attach it, boom, now all of a sudden, look what we're working with here. We actually, so this might just be like very close to a complete boat. We got another one here. So that's 3 middle pieces and 1 end piece. We've got, oh, another one here. So there's four of the middle pieces. Like if we just have, and I don't know, I can't see it right now, unfortunately, it probably isn't here, but if we had one more of like the end piece, then we might actually have like a complete skeleton of the boat. But nonetheless, we do have a couple of beds here, which are kind of cool. I like the little sleeping bags. I think they're stickers, right? Yeah, yeah. These are stickers, but for mocks and stuff, I'm always looking for little stuff like this. So I'm going to make sure I try and keep those. Because I could definitely use some extra beds for like different buildings and stuff that I'm creating. What is this thing? Oh, this might be Ninjago. It's giving off those snake vibes, right? You see that with the two snakes, the purple guys? Some type of, I'm just going to throw it out there, like a weapon rack or something like that. It looks like you can just put some weapons here. Maybe one of their, I know like with the Ninjago sets, they have tons of like training dojos and stuff. So this could just be like a little training set piece of some kind. This here, I just kind of pulled out of the left side a little bit further away, but this is a boat, right? Like this is, okay, yeah. It's a water rescue, but it's like mini, you know what I mean? Like it's got its little fan. So it can go zoom zoom. It's got, I don't know, a little siren or something just to holler out at people. I like the little micro details of it all, but it's so tiny. And it's even got wheels too. So technically, it could actually, right? Yeah, it rolls. Look at that. It rolls on land and is a boat at the same time. I like a 2-for-1 deal, and that's a good one right there. Very cool. So next to that was this gold. I'm pretty sure these are like Ninjago pieces. I always remember these on the spinner. What do they call them? Spinjitzu? Spinner. I'm getting the name wrong. It's Ninjago, but it was the old school 2012 ones where like the spinners you'd physically, there you go, like spin them at each other, and it was a battle. It was kind of like the Beyblade version, but Lego Ninjago. And I think they use these pieces for other things, like even dragon builds, maybe some building set pieces and stuff. So it wasn't just the spinners they used them for, but it's what I always remember. This here has a bunch of like not hollow, transparent pieces for windows, but nothing to create like a couple more stickers and stuff. Maybe like some type of vehicle at one time. Definitely not complete anymore. Oh, this is another one of them. If you had like the little string piece, what do you call those? Like little rotator pieces, right? These are great though, like if you are using a hook or you're trying to attach anything. These are great for like maybe emergency trucks, like a firefighter truck or something like that too. Most immediately, I can remember I used this for like a drawbridge out of a medieval castle to help make it like automatic so it can come up and down. So these are actually highly desired pieces. Something I think I'm looking for it now. I'm finding it more often, but it's something I didn't used to find all the time. So it's kind of weird how that works, eh? This here is like a mesh net. I always keep thinking these are for soccer. I don't think they are though. But they are really cool though, and you can use them for various amounts of things. Like the first thing I would think of is like, you know, the bridges, and they have those nets to help people in case they end up like either falling by accident or maybe, you know, they meant to on purpose to jump off. But these catch them, right? So things like that, I could see people using these for like little nets, maybe off of the side of like, I don't know, some kind of lake or something like that. Like maybe these could be like nets that help you float, or you connect these nets, right, to a tree, and now it's a hammock. Oh, let's try this one. And then now it's a hammock, right? Wouldn't that be kind of cool? This is why I buy bulk pieces. The ideas are endless, and they really start flowing as you start looking through all the pieces. Like this is really sweet right here. So I think this is some medical stuff, right? A little nurse clipboard. It's got a sticker, but that back piece is actually molded, which is really cool. So we're going to keep that piece. This thing doesn't really do much for significance, but I just like the little clipboard information palette. That's really great. We got another micro style build, similar to our little boat. This one is like a trailer, right? Like an actual like RV for people to like sleep in and stuff. We got a really cool little, I like the way they kind of purpose that. The actual surfboard, it actually sits very nicely on top. But it's a hauler, but there's nothing like to attach, you know what I mean? To actually like have it haul. I don't know. Cool, but I don't think it's complete. I'm seeing another sticker piece in the back here. Looks like some more Friends stuff. One thing I've noticed with these bulk lots from Goodwill is a ton of it, like a ton of it, is Lego Friends theme. Nothing wrong with that. Lego's Friends has some incredible pieces and colors and whatnot, so I don't mind it, but I have noticed it seems like that's like the general consensus of what people are donating is Lego Friends stuff. This here, I don't know what this thing is. Just got a big fat W on it. Maybe a vehicle of some kind. It kind of seems like that's like an engine bay maybe or some kind, but a unique piece I have yet to ever see, honestly. Let's see if we can kind of pull out some more interesting stuff. This is another vehicle. This one, they very well could have attached to this. Does that look stupid? It kind of does. It looks a little dumb. Maybe not quite that design, but we're getting somewhere. You know what I mean? With the designs. Yeah, this thing. I've seen this a few more times now, and I always forget what it is. I can't remember if it's like a dress. It's like a Duplo style piece, but I don't think it is Duplo. I think this is for like a Lego minifigure or something like that. It's just an odd one. I always think of like honey, like beeswax honey. That's what that always reminds me of. What is happening? Technic piece. I do see a nice little bicycle, and it is complete with the 2 wheels and everything, so that's really cool. We will leave that to the right. We got a couple of jets for some boats. Ain't that something? Cool. We got a yellow one. This one's got actually a kind of a bigger fan and some connection pieces to add it to a vehicle. Hey, this is similar to the white piece that we were looking at, or actually, no, yeah, it is similar, but not the same. This one's hollow on the bottom for some reason, whereas this one's not. But they have the same type of like build styles. Oh, so odd. This is a very weird one. Like it's a great piece to have. I just don't know how I'm going to use that to build an actual boat of some kind. Maybe just going crazy with a bunch of like 2x4 bricks. That might be the answer. Hey, check it out. So this is Lego, right? Yeah, it's another one of them dinosaurs. I think it's the flying one, right? With the big wings and everything. I think I've recently picked one of these guys up from like an eBay lot or auction. Now he is missing like everything. He's missing his wings, the top of his face, and the bottom. Hopefully it's not broken off by any means. It doesn't look like it's broken. I think they all just like snap on and connect. But parts and pieces wise, I'll take a few more Jurassic World and Raptor style stuff. Why not? That's pretty awesome. It's something I don't think I've gotten in thrift store bags though, is like the parts to that type of animal, like the wings and stuff. So I'll keep my eyes peeled though. This here is looking like possibly like a Jay's mech or something like that from Ninjago. We're getting down slowly. Ooh, we got some Pizza. Check it out. Nice. Luigi's Pizzeria. Now, it's a sticker, but I kind of like the name Luigi's Pizzeria. It's kind of been known, like, as I've traveled across Canada, there's a lot of independent pizza parlors that are called Luigi's, and I think that's just kind of fire. So every time I see Luigi's, I'm like, is that a pasta place or a pizza place? Because there is a lot of pasta places, too, named Luigi's. This here is a sticker, right? Yeah, it's a sticker. Pretty cool, though. A little dragon piece. Not too bad. We got another rescue piece here. This one is sticker as well. So nothing too crazy there. We got just some randomness, kind of bulk parts and pieces here. Not bad. Hey, underneath it, though. Now, this is dope. Let's see. It's a blank face. Okay. I don't know how I keep getting these, but like for the most part, I always thought that Lego minifigure heads were printed on. And that is just not the case. There's actually quite a few that are just blank, and I think they're usually used for like set pieces. There's the odd minifigure that does have a blank headpiece because they're wearing a helmet or something like that. Maybe that's where this came from. I think I'm seeing another minifigure piece right in here. Hey, it's a cooker's hat. Check it out. Nice little chef hat. For probably like the Friends mini. You know what? No, actually, I think that's for the regular heads. Cool. Not too often you see something like that, honestly. Put that off to the right. Stuff is going to start falling off the sides here pretty soon. I can already see it. We got a nice little table. Sticker piece once again. A lot of that kind of stuff. I think the sticker stuff comes from like Friends. I don't think they hold back too often when it comes to sticker sheets. This guy here is a pretty interesting looking like monster of some kind. He's like almost like a transformer, but It's got claws for feet and arms and stuff. We are missing a face. Other than that, though, it looks like he might have had like 2 more arms or something in the front there. That's a pretty cool looking build, though. Nice little micro build. Nice designs. Ooh, okay, let's go ahead. Can we get the foot back on? I don't know how it came off. Oopsie. Oh, right here, I think. Yeah, good enough. Cool. That's an interesting one. I'm going to keep it off to the side, maybe Google it later. See if we can find out what type of mech it actually was. But other than that, we're starting to slowly get down here on this side towards like the bottom of the pile. Is this real Lego? You know what? This looks like it might be. Look at that. Now that is cool. Nice little trophy. It's got some type of like thing that's poking out where it'd be like, you'd think there'd be like a logo or something like there to show what type of trophy it is, but it's a blank trophy. Very odd. Okay. Oh, and there's another trophy right here too. Back-to-back trophies. Ain't that something? Well, I'll keep them. They're pretty cool. They even have the little nubs here where your minifigure hands will hold them properly, which is kind of cool. So they can actually hold them up. I think I'm just going to hold them to the side here. You guys can't quite see it. I'll move the camera a little bit, but things are slowly falling off the side of the table there. So we'll just go ahead and move it around. And is this a real gun? This might be one of our first non-Lego minifigure pieces. Look at that. For the most part, everything has been real Lego, but of course, they did advertise even in the ad that there will be non-Lego, but not very much. This little cute guy, is this like a little Wall-E? You know what I mean? This feels like Wall-E. He looks so cute. You definitely can't stand up. You see, he's got 2 little wheels. This is so weird. Why would they give my little man 2 wheels to not stand up? He tips over. Like, yeah, he can go, you know, if you hold him, he can roll across pretty smoothly. But he doesn't stand. Poor guy. I think it's cool, though. This has been a really awesome bag just for, like different random pieces. Like, I gotta wonder how far this little guy has traveled and actually stayed in decent condition. You know what I mean? Like, not falling apart, not getting destroyed. It's very, very surprising. Okay, let's see. We got a little paddle for like a canoe or a kayak there. I'm not seeing too much else. Is that an egg? That is an egg right there too. That is so weird. That's an egg. Let's see if there's anything else on this side of the table that we can kind of find for parts and pieces. Of course. Hey, is this another like bike thing? It is too, I think. Right? Is that a bike? This looks so weird. Without the wheels and everything, it's hard to kind of tell. It might be like a stationary bike, and it's still a bicycle of some kind, right? Something like that. It's just got like a weird stand on it. So, oh! Is this... Hey, it's printed too! Look at that. I think this is Hello Kitty. This is Lego, right? Of course I can't see... Oh, you know what? This might not be Lego. I don't see any... Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. There's our stamp. Our stamp of approval. Sometimes pieces like this, when they're like not custom mold, but like specifically molded, and there's not many of them out there, they change little things. Like on the bottom here, you think you'd be able to see some type of Lego logo, but no, they got it on the little studs up top. So at least we're able to find it and confirm the little... I didn't see any kind of like orange body of any kind. I guess I'll keep my eyes peeled now going forward, but yeah, like a Hello Kitty, I think. No, not Hello Kitty. Sorry, Unikitty. Did I say Hello Kitty? Unikitty from the Lego movie is what I'm thinking that this one came from. Because I think there was a few other style cats. Or maybe that's just a Lego friend. Maybe I'm completely wrong. But nonetheless, this is a really awesome piece. And I think we're kind of coming to an end here on this side. We had a weird piece. So this is a door, but it had a shell attached to it as a handle. That's kind of cool. You know, if you had like a house maybe on a beach or something like that, or like, yeah, some type of like boathouse or something, that'd be kind of a cool idea just to make it like extra fish themed, right? Nice. Okay. We got a little walkie-talkie. That's not too bad. Very cool. And it's always in the back here where stuff kind of gets lost. We have some pistons for like maybe like a monster truck or something like that. Some type of big vehicle. think that's a printed like dashboard piece in the middle there. That's kind of cool. But yeah, as I was saying, in the back here, pieces start to get kind of lost and forgotten about pretty easily. There's so much happening here. It is actually like extremely chaotic. This is not like a rope piece, but of course it's got some type of thing attached to it. But this is like a, what do you call this? This reminds me of like Luffy's arms. You know, like the really long stretched out arms that he has for one of his sets that just came out. It's kind of like that, but this is still more of like a string piece. Pretty sure these are Lego though. I think this might have come from like the Friends theme. But just a cool kind of interesting piece to use on your mocks and your set builds. It's very unique and interesting. I just wanted to get rid of that random other piece there. This is one I'm going to keep. I don't know how I would use it. Some type of, I mean, you could even like repurpose this as like a rail on a staircase if you were to attach it and then like pull it, right, and keep it strong. It's like a tightrope walk kind of piece. You could even use this maybe as like a laundry clothing line to hold up clothing and stuff. So there is options out there, right? You just got to kind of think of them. This is kind of a cool piece right here. I think that's a printed little dog paw, little paw logo. Nice. Okay, I think we're going to move the camera once again, and we're going to kind of slowly, I think we'll go over to the left a little bit more. One more piece I wanted to show, though. I just grabbed it from the left side. This is a weird one. This is Lego, I'm pretty sure. I think it's got that logo in the middle. And it's printed, not stickered. And it has 3 very definitive logos, right? Your coffee cup, I think it's a rotary phone is what they're trying to show there. And then is this a wrench, right, for like plumbing? I'm assuming. But it's like a tall piece. It's a 1x3 brick. I almost said 1x4. 1x3. Tall one. So weird. This is probably one of the weirder pieces. Like, I don't understand the designs or anything like that, but it is cool. It is cool. So I'm just kind of standing up here. We're going to carry you guys with me over a little bit. We're going to kind of move into the middle, I think, here. I think that'll be a good point to start looking. Now, let's see. I had to stand up here so I can get a bit of a better angle to swoosh this stuff around. Because honestly, there is just so much here. I just need a sticker piece. Right here. Is that a sticker? Yeah, it's a sticker piece. Okay, nothing too crazy. It does look pretty cool, though. What was that, like a deck of cards and some notepads? That'd be perfect if you have like a game night or something like that in a mock and you wanted to show off that they're playing games. I don't like stickers overall, but I do understand their usefulness. Like, I understand why we need them and how much it does actually add to sets. Like, that piece there will actually show people quite a bit. And does it take away from the imagination a little bit, but it also can add some like ideas as well, you know? This is a really cool looking raft, a yellow one. We have a few of these by now, a couple different versions. We got like a dark gray one. Oh, I didn't even see this one. There's actually 2 of them. This one's actually got a sticker on it, which is kind of cool. But yeah, we have like a dark gray one. I think there's a red one as well. So we have quite a few of these. I don't mind them though. They're cool little pieces. They're very easy, right? You don't have to actually put too much on them. And then you can just add them to your mocks. Throw a couple figures in there with some life jackets. And you got yourself a nice little raft. Okay, let's swoosh around here. Check out right in the middle. Got some like, are these corals, right? I think that's what you call them. But they're like underwater plant pieces. Just cool. Nice little decoration stuff. Something that, again, is probably from the Friends theme, I would assume. Now, let's see. This is one of our first brick separators. Surprisingly, usually you get like 5 of these in a bag or so. Maybe a little bit more, but I've only seen 1 so far. So, I don't mind because they're not worth anything. It's just, it is kind of cool to find them, right? I don't know what it is either, but like, brick separators, I end up missing them all the time. Like, I lose them. You know, I'll have one readily available, and then when I go to look for it, it's not there. And then I have to go hunt another one down. And I have tons of these. Like, literally tons of them, and I still, to this day, can't keep track of them. We have here a nice little moped piece. I usually find one of these in my thrift store bags quite often. So, to be expected, but it is a nice piece. It's just missing its little handlebar to hold on. But other than that, these are really cool little molded pieces. I like these ones. They're very cool and convenient. Now, I don't understand why the tire wheels look bigger than the actual tires. You guys see that? Like I can actually pull the tire away. I don't think it's, yeah, it's not supposed to be like that. They can't even roll. So maybe those aren't even the right tires. So this might be more incomplete than I realized. But nonetheless, we'll keep it off to the side there. Let's continue our hunt for interesting and cool pieces. This is going to start to get a little messy. I don't know if you guys can hear, but the odd piece does go flying on the ground, which is kind of funny. There's another piece there, which I think goes towards one of Jay's Lego sets from Ninjago. That's what that kind of looks like. All right. In the back here, I'm seeing, is that a sticker? You know what? Yeah, it's a sticker. Sometimes I have to really feel the piece out to actually like feel the little bumps and stuff and grooves. Otherwise, I can't tell if it's a sticker. But that's another sticker piece there. That's just a cool looking one. There's even another sticker. Oh, you know what? I think, did we already go over this one, or is this it might be a duplicate. I'm pretty sure we already talked about the cards and the little notepad, but I don't think I put it on the base plate. So that might be a duplicate extra one, which ain't too bad. Let's see here. I did see a police logo somewhere. I'm not sure where that one just disappeared off to. We got another little small water jet. That's kind of cool. You can add that to the other vehicle pieces that we've gotten. I gotta say, this bag has had quite a few boat style pieces, which has been kind of surprising, right? Like these were really cool to find here. I think these little boat extension pieces are awesome. It's too bad I don't think I'll be able to make an actual boat or anything. Is this? Yeah, I think this is another sticker piece. Kind of looked like a Lego phone, but I don't think it's a Lego phone. It's got some weird window style pieces on it. Hey, we got a minifigure hair piece. Haven't seen something like this yet. Other than the blank head, I don't think we actually have any figures in this lot. The Goodwill website, they do an incredible job of sorting all the minifigures out. They actually sell all their figures separately. They sell them in 5-pound lots, and they sell for between 500 to, I just seen, they did a 5 pounds of Star Wars figures, and they sold it for like $3,200 or $3,200. So the minifigures go for crazy amounts of money. And so that's why they separate them from the Lego, which is kind of crazy, honestly, like as like, it's a donation store, you know what I mean? But they're like also maximizing their profits on people. I mean, like the bulk Lego here, it's still a great price and still a great deal, but it is crazy to think that there would have been a ton of minifigures in this pile if the company didn't go through and sort through them. But you know what? It's 2026. If we can do it, why can't the stores? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to excuse the stores for being greedy, but that is kind of the truth of the matter, right? It's like, if you at home as a single person can go out, buy stuff, split it all up, and then make more profit that way, why can't other companies, right? That's just kind of how it is, especially with the internet, and everyone is so knowledgeable now about their products and their items that they own. You can't pull the wool over anyone's eyes anymore, right? Especially this year with thrifting stores. I think we're going to see an extreme change when it comes to like price making and stuff. I think prices are going to get pretty high this year for products. So this here is some cool stuff, some mountain pieces. I always love kind of separating these guys. Normally you get like one a big bulk lot or bag, but we actually have 4 here, and I just found another one. I do want to find a way one day, if I can separate all these, to make a mock just out of these guys. Like finding a way to connect them all together, like side by side, obviously they look pretty decent. You can build a good wall, but I want to find a way, maybe if you like rotate them, yeah, that actually looks pretty decent. So eventually I'm going to do some type of mountain mock. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I'm going to go through my bulk, find these guys. I might have 10 right now, including those ones that were in my hand. So I have a decent amount, but definitely not enough for like a big mock, which is what I want to do. This here is a really cool looking crystal piece. You guys see the glitteriness of that? Now that is really cool. I love the colors on it. Not like, I guess it is technically printed, right? The little sparkles on it, but a somewhat exclusive piece. Hey, is this I think this is a honeycomb? Or, no, honeycomb? Maybe that's not the way. Beehive? Would that be a better way to say it? Or wasp net? Wasp's net? Nest. That's what a net. Nest. One of them animals, right? One of them little insects. But it's a piece I've never seen before in Lego. So that's really cool to have. I do have a ton of Minecraft bees, unless they're wasps, but I think they're all bees. But I have a ton of those, so maybe I can use that set piece for some Minecraft stuff in the future. There is, honestly, a ton of little pieces in the back here. Now, this guy was kind of cool. I can't believe he must have fallen through the list of minifigure parts and pieces because he's just kind of blank. But hey, I'll take it. That's pretty cool. Just a regular looking torso, and it's blue. It does have his hands too. Not a complete figure, but parts and pieces, which is great. Can we find any other special minifigures in the back here, hidden away? It's hard to say, right? Again, it's funny how, like, when you dump the bags, with the way it all works, smallest pieces go straight to the bottom generally, especially the more you start sorting through, and the bigger ones stay on top. So when you start really getting down, like right here, and you start going through, you look and you go, oh my, there's actually a lot of pieces in this lot that are just like micro tiny little pieces. Here's another, this one's actually, I was gonna say a moped, but I think this is the scooter, right? And it looks like he's missing his little tire pieces. So, oh, my bad. He does have the rims, right? No handlebars or anything like that. So kind of a bit of a skeleton, but we'll keep it off to the side. Just another cool little set piece for some city figures. Now, I think I would like to slowly move on and go to the left, but I got one cool really piece that I want to talk about next. Bam! Look at that! Is that a puppy? What is that? It's another Lego piece. Look right there. It is Lego printed. Similar to the other one. Where, oh no, I can't find it. That is actually embarrassing. I was keeping everything to the right side here, and now I've already, I might have knocked it over earlier. That's just kind of like the sheer number of pieces we have here. Stuff literally just goes missing. That's so weird. Anyways, the other Unikitty style looking one, I think this is one that will match that other guy, or girl I should say, because it was pink, right? But still, cool piece. It is printed as well, which is really awesome. The only unfortunate thing, we don't have like bodies for them or anything. And if it is the I think they're called Unikitties from the Lego movie, they should have a small body, not like a huge one, but like a decent sized one. And I haven't seen them yet. They should have like little arc leg pieces, I'm pretty sure too. So those are like the types of pieces I'm kind of keeping my eye open for. So far, haven't found it. I did see this though. You see this huge like dragon? Well, he's not huge, he's actually pretty small. But it looks like he might be able to go on top of like a medieval knight helmet or something like that. You see it's got the little pin piece in the very bottom there to kind of connect to something. Sorry, the autofocus going crazy because it is pretty small. But that's a cool piece. I'm actually going to keep that separate because that's a piece I could actually see. It might not be worth a lot of money, but maybe it's an important piece to pair up with an important minifigure. So now I want to look at the left side here. So we're gonna do a little pick me up. Whoop whoop. Walk over. Here's the left side. It's chaotic. There's a lot going on here. We're gonna have to move these boat pieces out of the way, get rid of them. We're gonna have to do a little bit of shifting here too, walking back and forth. But that's okay. We'll get her. We'll move all these base plates. I think I talked about these earlier. But every lot's got a whole whack of them, a different amount each time. This lot's got honestly a decent amount of like really small ones like this. I'm mostly looking for these size ones because they pair up really well next to each other. And generally there's a lot of these. But I don't mind small base plates like this. You'd be surprised how often you can use them. So there's another one. I see a nice yellow size medium. You see how they all pair up decently? And I have tons of different colors of these all one. So that's great. Is there any other ones? There's another one of those mesh nets that I was talking about. So we have 3 of those. some great pieces. I'm going to do something with them eventually. Whether I do like a trampoline or like a hammock net or something like that. I gotta, I gotta do, what is it? I gotta do what I'm preaching, right? Or preach what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Gotta actually bring some action to my words. So we will start using some of these pieces here in the future. I just seen a really cool piece and I made room for it, and now I can't find it, just like always. Oh, where is it? It was green. Oh, no, it was yellow. It was green. No, it was definitely yellow. It's another Lego piece, and it's another printed one. I think this is similar to the other guys, and I'm just looking real quick. Of course, I can't see the other guys. Where do I keep putting them? There's just actually too many pieces to look at. Anyways, this is a cool one, though. Again, it does say Lego on the very top there. It's got like a hollow out bottom. Weird. Now, this one looks like a vehicle, right? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not a vehicle. Maybe it's like another like alien animal. But it just looks like the front end of a vehicle. But another piece that we are going to save off. Oh, there it is. Oh, of course. You know what? You take a quick little look-see, and then you find all of them. So this is the 3 that we have here. These are probably the weirdest pieces of the entire lot. And I'm definitely going to keep hunting to see if we find any more, especially on the left side here. There's got to be maybe one more or something like that. Like, why would we just have 3 of them randomly? You know what I mean? Here's 2 more of those mountaintop brown pieces. That's really incredible to find more of. And these ones are clean too, I gotta say. Like, they're not too scratched up or like heavily used. There's some wear marks on them, but not too much though. So I'm actually pretty proud of that. So we will throw them all to the right. Now, one thing I'm gonna show you guys. Let's see here. It's not going to be too nasty. I'm going to show y'all. Why not? This happens every unboxing video. Yes, this is my foot. I literally am stepping on Lego pieces, and I've just been silently crying as I've been filming this video. I keep stepping on pieces, and they're like obliterating my feet. So, yeah, I got to keep peeling them off as I'm talking, and that's what I've been doing in between. Here we have, can you hear that? We got a little treasure. It says no hands. No hands. How do we... No hands? Okay. No hands. Bam! Being extra with it. Okay. What do we got? Hey, nice little map piece. Check that out. No, ain't that cool? I could see that being friends, right? With the big heart shape in the middle there. But hey, that's a cool little set piece. Oh, no way. I was going to just say that this is like a random part piece. But this is actually a boomerang. You guys see that? I don't think I've ever gotten a Lego boomerang before. Like in my life. From these thrift store bags and just from Lego collecting in general. I've never seen a Lego boomerang. Is that Lego City or is that Lego Friends? I honestly could see it being Lego Friends. Truthfully, I could see that happening. Because I don't think Lego City does stuff like that. Like a boomerang. I don't know. Boomerang is so cool. Not that it actually would work in Lego form, but it's just great set piece to have for kids to play with. This here is a really cool... Oh my, it's Lego. That is so epic. So this is a really long and tall axe piece. I'm not going to get the actual weapon name right. I always get it wrong. But it does have its little Lego... Oh, it's on the other side. Look at that, little Lego stamp. Nice! That is such an epic little accessory piece, weapon piece. Super huge. I can use that for all of my medieval knight minifigures, which is great. I'm seeing one more printed piece here. What is this thing? This is weird. I have no idea what that is. Minecraft? Kind of giving off Minecraft vibes. Maybe even just like an actual map of some land, right? That kind of looks like the beach area with some cactus maybe, and then your water and stuff, or maybe some snow, something like that. But we will keep it. Just another random little weird one. I don't know what that is. Got a couple of base plates here. We got so many great pieces. I know I've already said it time and time again, but just like the longer I go through this lot, the cooler it gets. Like, check out this piece. This is like a thermometer. Like the one that you look for like fevers, right? So I think you either put it in your mouth or you can rub it across their forehead or something like that. But yeah, it's like a an actual like medical little piece. So I'll keep that one. We got, oh, a nice little blade here. This is like one of them machete looking ones, but it's got the hilt already there. So it's like a one piece. These ones are really cool. You don't see them too often either. I always forget whether they're Ninjago or like Marvel, for example. I think they're Ninjago, those blades. Okay, what else do we have here for wonders and pieces? We're gonna have to really do our swooshing. The nice part though is we can actually move a lot of the pieces just off to the right because we've already kind of gone through that chaos, right? So I'm gonna keep moving it over. I do see a vehicle I kind of touched earlier. It is missing a wheel and it doesn't really have many of its sides or anything, but I can see where it was at one time being complete. I don't know what that is, some randomness. So many tiny pieces here. Is this? Oh no, it's broken. That's actually so unfortunate. This is a really cool looking flag piece from possibly the Medieval Knights theme or something like that, castle theme. And unfortunately, as you guys can see there, it is destroyed. It's not going to be able to hold on to a flag or anything like that. Now, it does still have the clips, so I don't know if I could force it to just kind of close and see if we could get it to go onto something. But I could see if I start forcing some of these pieces here, they're just going to snap right off. So I'll leave it the way it is, but a really cool looking wolf flag. A little unfortunate. That was a cool one to find that has seen better days for sure. We have here a Indiana Jones hat. These are always really cool. And you don't get too many of them, honestly. These nice big, I always think like they're like cowboy hats, but yeah, very cool. Put that down. Is that another, looks like another printed piece. I just can't really tell what that is though, because it's a little messed up. I don't know if that's paint or something like that. Maybe Sharpie that's on it. I'm seeing a little bit of like ice cream kind of pieces. I think there's like a life jacket for a Lego Friends minifigure. That's what these little weird orange things are life jackets. They're so hard to find though. Like they're absolutely tiny. So I'm gonna whoosh through. I just want to find a couple more cool stuff like this guy here. And look at that. Look at the big fat Lego logo on the side there. I kind of respect that. That's kind of cool. Showing off the name. And this is an older style bike one. As you can see, the wheel is extremely chewed up. But it is all together. Like it's in one piece. It's just heavily used. But still a really awesome piece. So we'll keep it. I'll actually throw that one off to the right side. I think I picked up a few more Lego pieces on my toes. As I moved over. Not too bad. Okay, I just really want to take a look at the back here. I see a little hot dog. Yo, a little book? What's going on with this book here? Y'all see this? Look at this. Little ghost booklet. Oh, nice little diary. Cool. Oh, it's got some heavy stretch marks on the side there. It must have been bent the other way or something at one time. Nice little accessory piece, though. That's from the Friends theme, I'm pretty sure. Remember I was telling you all about the Arc pieces earlier, about those kitty minifigures? This is what I was talking about. These little like McDonald's M arcs is what their legs are supposed to be like, I'm pretty sure. Hey, maybe these pieces are actually their legs. I don't know. We got a couple more printed pieces here. Nice little cell phone and a taco. These are slept on pieces, honestly. People do not pay enough attention to little parts and pieces like this. They get lost so easily. But I think they should be kept more often. I mean, when you want to build a mock, it makes it pretty easy to show that a minifigure is on their cell phone when you have the cell phone itself, right? Here's another one of those dragon pieces that I found earlier. Another one of like them display ones. So that's awesome. We'll keep him off to the side. So we got two of them, which is pretty sweet. Let's see if I can make something else happen in the back here. This is kind of cool. Might have been in like a bathroom or something like that, right? A little hairbrush and whatnot. Little toiletry stand. What is happening over here? I think we talked about this one earlier, but that's like Jay's piece, right? And that's actually a sticker. Yeah, not printed. Did we not already talk about this motorcycle? We did too. Yeah, because I put one to the right. Okay, so we got two of these motorcycles. I would say they're in similar condition. It looks like they're whoa, 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 whoa. We got some pants. I didn't even see that. That's kind of cool. Some white pants. Huh. But yeah, I would say they're in similar condition. It looks like they're heavily used, like especially the wheels there. You see that? They do still rotate though. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. That's just a really cool looking bike. I like how like flat looking it is. And square. It's very squared off, like a rectangle. Nice. That was a cool piece to find a second one of. This bag house so far has had multiples of multiples. Honestly, it's kind of surprising. You know, I find one piece and then we find it again, then we find it again. Here's a puzzle, a nice complete one. I always love to find these ones with the actual, like the full round circle. I'm always finding pizza slices or like tacos, but I like the full pieces. I've seen these dragon wings before. I've gotten them in other lots and I can never figure out what they're for. It doesn't have any Lego stampings on it by any means. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that's for. I'll keep it though. Don't want to throw it out. I'm always worried about throwing out a piece that is real Lego and I think it's fake. So I try not to throw anything out for that reason in hopes that I don't get rid of things that I shouldn't be getting rid of. Ooh, I was going to say these are street signs, but I don't think they are. They are food signs. I don't know what the bottom one is. Sushi. Kind of looks like sushi. We got pepper and a watermelon. Now these are stickers, but they're pretty unique, cool looking pieces, honestly. Not something you'd see every day in sets. What is this thing? I don't think that's real Lego. Oh, you know what? No, it is Lego. Isn't that crazy? It says it's real Lego. It's got the stampings on the inside of these little things. That's so crazy. Like a suitcase, a money suitcase of some kind. It's one that's going to throw me for a loop for sure. We got like a big question mark on this block here. Let's see. We got some more of those little coral type pieces. And I think I see another one of them. Yes! And I think this one here is Unikitty herself, right? I think that's the girl. Look at that. She actually, are those like back eyebrows or something? Or maybe the piece is backwards. Kind of weird. She's got eyebrows in the back of her head. Hold up. Wait a minute. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely right. Cool. So I think this is the Unikitty herself. It's either she's pink or she's like a hot red. Something like that. One of those colorways. But to get a few of these different little character faces is really cool. So there was definitely like a whole collection at some point of those minifigures. Here's a really nice front end of a vehicle. What does that say? Tech Girl? Nice. Some Lego Friends stuff, of course. You gotta love it. This bag has been absolutely incredible to us today, guys. I have to say. Is this a... Oh, so these little balls here, these are actual Lego balls. So they have, as you can see, yeah, there's a stamp right there. So this right here is a soccer ball, I believe, or like a training ball, one of the two. But there's a few different sports Lego sets that have come out over the few decades that use these little balls. And I've found a few of them, honestly, not a lot of them. So whenever I find them, I get really excited because, again, there's just not a ton of them out there. So to find that was really awesome because I haven't seen anything that says like soccer. You know what I mean? Like nothing's giving me off soccer vibes. I've got lots of like Friends, definitely endless amounts of Friends stuff. But I would take a little soccer ball. It's just kind of a cool extra little piece. Okay. I'm going to get really kind of crazy here and just move stuff around. See if we can kind of pull a rabbit out of her hat. Like this piece right here. Now this is absolutely epic. My initial thoughts are this is a Lion Knight's castle shield, right? But maybe not. It is an older one, it looks like. Maybe it is the Lion Knight's castle, but it's just got like an epic looking dragon. That dragon is so cool looking. I love the design of it. And it's a big shield too. Like this is a shield that would probably cover up the entire minifigure's body and torso. I've seen some other shields that are like a little bit smaller, but that like is like a happy medium size for sure. So, cool. Oh, is this another pizza? Hold up. Oh, it is too. I could be wrong. I think this is maybe like a pizza making machine. Oh, a pizza making machine? Look at the rotation on that. We got 360-degree rotation on a pizza maker? What? Look at that. Now, the only thing that's like devious is like the pizza ain't got no cheese on it. Y'all see that? No cheese pizza. What's happening with that? Where's our other pizza slice here? Right here. This one's got, look at that. That one's got pepperoni on it too, and like some little green things, which are probably peppers. How come this one's got the cheese? These two guys ain't got none. A little odd. A little odd. Okay. There is a wheel, which could be for one of the bikes. Not a bad piece to actually pull out, because I picked up a few of those little bicycles earlier, so that's great. Now, I think I just want to do one last big little like swoosh kind of in the middle here. So we're going to do one more pick-me-up, slide you guys over, boom. Now we're right back into the middle at square one. So let's see. I'm going to try and stand on the side here, and hopefully I don't dump everything. It's a little impossible to try and do this without just dumping stuff all over the ground. But I'm just trying to like flip the pieces over, so then that way maybe it'll expose something that we haven't seen yet. You know, like there's another mountaintop piece, so that's one that we can for sure keep. I definitely probably missed something in the middle here. Maybe we can just try and expose that, right? There's some really good stuff in here, honestly. Like just bulk-wise. This is a hollow piece, which is Lego? Yo! Okay, this is what I was really looking for. This is extremely unique. You guys see that? So it's like a, I guess maybe a minifigure stand. You can stand them up there, and they're actually standing off the ground, and it's like a little plate. Do I have... We have some legs that we can show, and it gets connected like that. Oh, come on. Yo, I actually struggle with everything in life. Come on, there we go. Cool. So I think that's how it's supposed to look. And then you would just have it like sit on a flat surface. That is so odd. Like a display piece? I've never seen something like that before. This is very, very specific. I'm pretty sure I should be able to like Google a picture of this, and it hopefully will show up something. Because again, that is just way too specific to just be like a random piece, you know, like without any kind of significance. We got another vehicle. Not sure if I showed that one off earlier. I'm looking for those little head pieces, because those have been probably the coolest that we've found so far in this lot of just like uniqueness. And of course I can't see any more so far. There's a few more like rescue stuff. That's a really cool little pylon. Is that a pylon? Something like that. Some type of, or maybe like outdoor sea little signal radar thing. It is printed though, it's not stickered, so that was kind of cool. I'm all about the printings. Printed pieces for life, you know? Okay, so let's see if we can swoosh around just a little bit more. For the most part, this is just your general bulk now. There is like one more little area in the back here that we can kind of dive into. Oh, is this non-Lego? What have we gotten today? Like 2 non-Lego pieces out of everything? Not bad at all, honestly. It's like a, what, hospital door or something? Lance. I don't know what Lance is exactly, but could even be Playmobil of some kind. But I do know it ain't Lego, so we'll keep that away from all the other stuff. Now, this is a cool Minecraft piece. You guys see that? Look at that. Now, that is awesome. Creeper logo, right? Pretty sure that's what that's supposed to be. That's a piece we'll definitely keep off to the side. I love it. Okay. I think I've seen a wrench or something like that in there. What is this little thing? Oh, nothing too crazy. I thought maybe an animal of some kind because it was looking extra small. I can really hear stuff just going crazy like off the table, falling off. we'll have a little bit of a cleanup crew happening later on. We do have a skateboard here. It's a sticker, but not the end of the world, like on the flames or anything like that. It would have been cool if they just printed it. But a skateboard, nonetheless. I like that. Don't get too many of these either. I don't know what kind of sets they have for skateboards. I assume it's just Lego City. Maybe Lego Friends kind of got into the skateboard scene. I don't think they did, though. I think they kind of stuck to their own wits, you know what I mean? Their own way. Oh my. I just realized this is actually crazy. I'm going to have to reposition myself for this one. I've been waiting to see if we find something like rare or cool, and this is it right here. Look at this. This is literally Han Solo's. It's not Cairo chamber, right? Like this is the one where they freeze them. Is it into stone? Is that how that works? Either way, nonetheless, like, he is frozen. And this is Lego. It says Lego there. What year was this? Is that 2008? Hold up. Let me read this properly. 2009? I think it says 2009. Now that is crazy. Okay. But this is a really cool piece. This comes from, is it Jabba's hut? Is that what this one comes from? I think so. I think that's when he gets stuck in this thing. But this is one epic looking piece. And unfortunately, it's missing the back. I think there's one other side to it, right, that would complete it. But we got the main piece though. Like, this is the one with the actual minifigure design. So if you're going to want one or the other, like, pieces, you want this one. You want the face front one. You don't want, like, the butt end, unless it just literally shows Han Solo's booty, then that would be kind of funny. I wouldn't mind that, but this is cool. This is really awesome. This is probably the best piece of the whole pile. And it's like one of the last pieces of the pile. I didn't see like anything else that looked like a container at the time. I'm definitely going to have to do some swooshing, you know, like I'm going to have to move some pieces around here, see if we can find that back wall. But I have a feeling we won't. I have a feeling that was just like a one-off kind of find. I have no idea how they missed it. Like, I guess maybe they just thought it was a regular bulk piece. But that definitely ain't regular bulk, guys. That is a really important minifigure piece to a really important Lego Star Wars set. So I am super stoked about that. I'm just kind of sorting now. You know, now that I found that one, I'm kind of hopeful that we'll find something else. But something tells me that might have just been one of the last, like, really epic pieces that we're going to find for this lot. I'm just not seeing anything else. We got one more, like, pirate style thing in the back here that I will show you guys. But aside from that, I think we are done. I think that's basically it. This thing right here is what I was talking about. It's unfortunately another one that's kind of like crushed. Not the end of the world, but look at that pirate logo. You can tell it's OG, you know? Like, it's got some oldness look to it. I just love the way it looks. It looks so cool. Again, a little unfortunate that it's destroyed. But hey, you know what? We found it. We got it. Not too bad. And I think that's basically it, guys. I could keep going on all day long looking through these pieces, talking about them. And maybe we would find more, but I definitely know we're getting down there now. For the most part, a lot of this is starting to become just your regular average bulk pieces. And I like to try to just stick to the crazy, fun, unique stuff, because that's like what's most important. But I don't mind talking about some more regular things. It's just, normally they're a lot more common, like the base plates that I've mentioned a few times now, right? Like, they're really great to have, but we get so many of them all the time that it's pretty normalized now. Nothing like the frozen Han Solo piece. Like, this is so cool and so epic to find. So yeah, once again, I'm just happy that we were able to find that. Here is the entire pile of Lego bricks and pieces from this lot here. Absolute insanity. Honestly, there is so much happening here. I tried to keep a lot of the cool stuff off to the right to start. And then, of course, it started to overflow really fast. So you can kind of see there, we got some of the Jurassic World Park pieces. We have some shields, some trophies, some bikes. We've got the rafts there with the little mountain brown pieces. There's all of our base plates. Another raft piece in the back there. Even those boat pieces. Those were really cool to find, honestly. I thought they were pretty awesome. Some more kind of regular stuff happening in the back, just for pieces of bulk. We had that pink little forward piece, which was interesting for a boat. I kept a few more kind of interesting and cool pieces here on the left side that we talked about towards the end of the video. I really like that Han Solo piece. That is so cool. So yeah, this was the entire lot, guys. Some really great stuff overall, honestly. Here's a little view of the front. Maybe this will kind of help you guys get a better idea of what I was like kind of digging through. The assortment is just honestly endless. It is crazy what we were able to find here. But that is going to be the end of today's unboxing of 19 pounds of Lego bulk brick pieces from Goodwill. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in and watching this video. If you've made it to the end, you're an absolute champion. Thank you so much for all the love and support. I appreciate you guys. I will see you all in another Lego unboxing video very soon. Have a great day, everyone.